Hi, everyone, and welcome back to That Figure Skating Show. We have a preview for you for the upcoming World Championships in France.
Oui, France, Montpellier to be specific. And of course, at these World Championships, there will be no Russian skaters as well as no Chinese skaters. So this is shaping up to be quite the event. Let's get started with the women. The headliners for this event will be Wakaba Higuchi and Kaori Sakamoto of Japan, Young Yu of Korea, and Mariah Bell of the USA. Representing Canada will be Madeline Skizis.
So the big story here, there are no Russians in an event that's usually a Russian podium sweep. Could this potentially be a Japanese sweep? It's possible. It's going to be really interesting to see as women's skating over the last 4 years has been so heavily dominated by these young quad jumping phenoms. So it's going to be a new women's look, a new event, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, and just saying that it could potentially be a Japanese sweep, although we may not see quads, we will see triple axels, and many of them coming from the Japanese women, and as well as Korea's Young Yu has a pretty fire triple axel.
Who's your prediction for the winner?
My heart says Kaori, but I'm going to go with Wakaba Higuchi because I enjoy her skating more. It's very close, but it'd be cool to see her shake it up, and she's been having such a good season. You?
Yeah. Young Yu. Why not?
Why not? Yeah, why not?
I think she could
anybody's ball game. Anybody can win.
I think she could do it. The headliners for the men from Japan, Yuma Kagiyama and Shoma Uno. From the United States, Vincent Zhou and Ilya Melinin, the quad god on Instagram. The Canadian men are Keegan Messing and Roman Sadovsky. We will not have Nathan Chen or Yuzuru Hanyu.
Yeah, so obviously those would be the biggest story in the men's event. Nathan has been undefeated at the World Championships since 2018, only interrupted by the COVID-19 pandemic. He was training for this event after the Olympics, but he said in a USFS press release that he had a nagging injury and it was better to just sit it out rather than exacerbate the problem. He will be replaced by Camden Polkinen, fifth place finisher at the US Nationals.
With both Nathan Chen and Yuzuru Hanyu being absent from this event, we will have a new world champion for the first time in many years, as those two skaters have dominated the top of the podium. I don't know, the last 50 years, something like that. It's been ridiculous.
It's felt like 50 years.
Yeah, yeah, about 50 years. Exciting stuff. Who's your prediction for the top finisher?
Yuma Kagiyama. I think he's just had such a skyrocketing past 2 seasons, and I think this will just be his place to cement himself as one of the world's best.
Yeah, he could be the best in the world after this competition. I think Vincent and Shoma will be hot on his heels, vying for that world gold medal position. And of course, as we mentioned, we have this young superstar who just whips off quads like it's nothing. Ilya Melinin from the US. I can't even comprehend what he does, but go check out his Instagram. He's the quad god. It's unbelievable.
All right, step ball change, dance. The headliners here, of course, of France, Gabriella Papadakis and Guillaume Cizeron. Of the US, Madison Hubbell and Zachary Donohue, as well as Madison Chalk and Evan Bates. The Canadians in the ice dance event will be Piper Gillis and Paul Proyer, Lawrence Fournier-Baudry and Nikolai Sorensen, and lastly, Marjorie Lejoie and Zachary Lagat.
The big story in this event is this is likely the last time we'll see a lot of these teams, some legendary skaters, Papadakis and Cizeron. Not sure what their plans are, but it is potentially possible that we will be saying farewell to them in the competitive arena, one of the best teams in ice dance history. Hubbell and Donohue, we're going to look at maybe the end of an era.
For sure. They've given so much to the ice dance field for these, not even just this quadrennial, but in the past as well. Been going head to head, creating these inventive programs, really pushing the bounds of what ice dance means and what you can do in ice dance, and they will be sorely missed. And of course, a big story here for Canada. Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier have always been Canada's best shot at a medal at these Worlds. They came third at the last Worlds, and with Russia's top team and reigning silver medalist Victoria Sinitsina and Nikita Katsalapov no longer competing at these Worlds, it gives them an opportunity to clinch another world medal potentially. Who is your winning prediction?
I mean, I think this one's definitely right on the nose. Personally, I'm going to go with Papadakis and Cizeron, and then the event.
That's it. Done.
On to the pairs, and this will be a fantastically weird event as 8 of the top 12 pair teams from the Olympic Games will not be present, leaving the door wide open for a new world podium. The headliners from the United States, Ashley Kane-Gribble and Timothy Leduc, as well as Alexa Knierim and Brandon Frazier, and Japan's Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara. The Canadians at the event will be Vanessa James and Eric Radford, as well as Evelyn Walsh and Trent Michaud. And as always with the World Championships following the Olympic Games, we often see the start of a new quadrennial. This event is going to be even more different with the absence of the Russian teams and the Chinese teams. Sui Han and Tarasova Morozov likely at the end of their career, but the other 2 Russian teams, very young still, very much part of the next wave. So we will see what teams are going to solidify themselves as their competition moving forward into the next Olympic cycle.
And one more interesting thing could be that, you know, with every World Championships, you get your positions or the amount of entries you have for the next one. So for countries that have obviously been shut out or haven't had representation at the World Championships, this gives them a head start to occupy those entry spaces for the next World. So it will keep things very, very interesting.
Asher, predictions?
I gotta give it to Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara. I really want them to take that top spot. I know that they're relatively new, but that happens in every event, and I want it for them so bad.
They're my pick too. I think they could do it. It'd be pretty amazing to see a Japanese pair team on the top of the world podium.
Yeah.
So those are our predictions for the World Championships. Let us know what yours are, what your thoughts are in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. We will see you at the World Championships. Not there, but we'll see you then.
Not in the budget. Have a good day.
Hey guys, it's Asher and Dylan from That Figure Skating Show.
And if you liked this video, and don't lie, we know you did, there's actually more where that came from.
So subscribe to CBC Sports and click it.
Click
it real good.